He knows the importance of this game. This might be a friendly on paper, but the kind of effect it has on the mindset of the girls, I think it's absolutely brilliant. And women's football, it has been on a steep ascent altogether. That's a bit of a high boot there, but then again, not high enough to try and make the referee take a call. "20 minutes of regulation time. India wins it back, trying to accelerate. And this can be a good move altogether. Launching it forward. Soumya with a bit of a heavy touch on that occasion. Can India crack the Nepal defense open? But that's a lovely ball. A bit of momentum going in. Cross floated in. Headed away. Possession stays alive. A little bit of a back pass. Wonderfully done. Terrific stuff. That's quality. Took 4 defenders on a run. And the shot blocked away. What a phenomenal move there by India. Misha Tokar, of course, did try and close the gates down. But Priyadarshini, that was glorious. 1, 2. And then a layoff for Priyadarshini. She smashed it straight at the goalkeeper. But she'll remember this move. Quality, sheer class altogether. Corner floated at the far post. A bit of a miscued palming. With no one from India to try and head it towards that far side. Another cross. And this time Nepal gets it out of harm's way. India does well to win it back, only to concede it. And now Nepal, they are on the move forth. There's a bit of space on the left. A fine duel in the making. Quality there. Wins the ball. Keeps on running. And eventually it'll be India. Only to give it away. This is crazy action. Brilliant stuff. This is the football that we expect to see. This is the football that keeps us awake at night. This is the football that keeps our heart pounding like a jackhammer. And now India once again. Soumya is it? Soumya will have to let the ball go. Yeah, this is one particular challenge that Soumya has. She keeps the ball for way too long. But again, if she has to release the ball, she'll also need support as well. She single-handedly otherwise won't be able to break down the opposition defense. And after a long time, Usha gets it just a few moments ago. However, she had to stop a shot. Had it not been for Usha's save, India could have actually got their noses ahead. This game has now come to life. Both the teams, they have primed their arms and they have set them in position, hoping to fire it on all cylinders, hoping to set it to free fire. And this time the offside flag going up. We'll take a look once again. Fine ball on towards the left, towards the right there. It's going to be a free kick for India. Taken quickly by Malati Munda. Falls back for India. Trying to switch it towards the right. And kind of injected way too much power into that ball. But ever since India has made the 2 changes, they're actually looking good. Hema Munda and Abhishta Basnet, the way they are combining out in the midfield, it's kind of given a new leash of life to these young Indian girls. And Nepal are now a bit more watchful than they usually are. Yes, obviously when they are going forward on the attack, they're looking good, but I think Indian defense has also kind of stood solid, and that's just another testimony to that. Every single long ball has been intercepted, and that's a kind of quality, that's a kind of solidity, that's a kind of defensive shape that you want in order to keep your opposition at bay. And now India trying to step forth from the left. Misses out. Final quarter of football remaining in this particular fixture, and whatsoever gets added on, let's say around 4 to 5 minutes. Rekha gets the ball after a long time. She's been deployed in a much more of a defensive medio role altogether. And that's a good exchange. And Soumya comes into the act after a long time. Had to take a call, had to make a save. And she found herself in very much of uncharted territories with the ball, getting a bit of an awkward bounce on that occasion. Lucky for her that it didn't really cause any harm, and she was okay to push it away. Referee says play on. Soumya, she'll have to switch it towards the left, and this time she's done it, and she's done it well. Almost out-muscled there. This time, India a throw has been given to Nepal on the contrary. But what a game this has been. I think particularly the second half, it has been a half rife with action. Absolutely brilliant, sensational stuff. Both the teams have come out all guns blazing. India has looked a lot more composed. And Nepal once again on the prowl. And Soumya says, you are not the only predator out here. I channel a similar spirit too. We'll take a look once again. That's a lovely setup. And could have been quite a good move altogether. Rekha Paudel. She was on the rise. Trying to get hold of it.